Witam wszystkich, z tej strony Papa Smurf się kłania. Chciałem was zaprosić na kolejny odcinek serii Deus Ex. To będzie już czwarta część tej serii. No i co? Jak zawsze, zaczynamy, nie? I tak, to wejdziemy sobie do tego biurowca. Ale tędy raczej nie. Tędy sobie nie wejdziemy. Sorry. Ale dalej mnie ten kaszel męczy. Ja nie wiem co jest. Kurde, zapomniałem co my tu mamy zrobić. Gdzie mam iść? Gdzie mam się udać?
I think it's disgusting how public opinion has turned on David so quickly. Like it's his fault these lunatics keep attacking us.
People seem to think we're hiding something.
Only because Eliza Kazan keeps spinning it that way. Seriously, it used to be that when David talked, all of Detroit listened. What happened?
What happened is that David made too many promises he couldn't keep. 20 years ago, Detroit was on its last legs, remember? And Seraph Industries promised to pick it back up.
Oh, like one company and one man can do that by himself. They're a bunch of ungrateful hacks, if you ask me.
Kurde, męczy mnie to, no. Gdzie my mamy iść? Do kogo my tu mamy iść?
I don't buy for a second he was with Purity first. I think someone slipped him into Sandra's group to manipulate those thugs.
Yeah, but who? Who would know we were developing the typhoon?
Same people who attacked us last time, Roy. I mean, come on. We were testing it when they broke in.
All right, I'll give you that. So what? You think a foreign government is behind this?
Governments aren't the only ones hiring mercenaries these days. Isolé, Kusanji, Taeyong Medical. Any one of our competitors could be behind this.
Tak, do naszego kumpla Franka.
Well, well, if it isn't Attila the Hun, fresh from the killing fields. If this is about the typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Tak, to spotkaj się z Safirem w jego biurze, czyli ze szefem naszym, nie? No to idziemy do szefuncia. Jego biuro chyba jest na drugim piętrze. No i nie. Ale musimy windą. Okay.
A mole? Really? You've been watching CON.
Widoki to mają wzajem.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him with Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Can't hurt to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
Co by tu teraz zrobić? Kurde. Dobra, zaryzykujemy.
I'm hoping it'll pay off for us later. Sanders was furious when he found out his hacker was augmented. He's not gonna rest till he finds out who set him up.
Oh, and you're naive enough to think he'll share the information when he gets it. I thought you were ready for this, Adam.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, because so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Czyli zrugaj. Sorry, nie znam tego. To wezmę i uspokoję. Skoro nie znam takiego znaczenia słowa, to lepiej nie ryzykować.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You've still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
Nie, przyjmiemy do wiadomości.
You got it.
Dobra, to zyska rdzeń neuronowy, martwego terrorysty i tak dalej. Kurde, nie zdążyłem poczytać. Dobra.
That hacker's not going to be sitting still for long. Get over to the station and find a way inside.
Okay. Musimy na posterunek policji się udać i jakoś wejść do środka. Wszystko będziemy próbować.
Adam, were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means anymore. The phone's been ringing off the hook ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarah was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Oh, he's all sincere this time, denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him? If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have died on that operating table. The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
Tampering with human biology can be pretty scary.
Tell that to all the war amps whose lives have been improved because of it. But if Taggart has his way, if he can sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand. Mark my words. That man is trouble.
Dobra. Wszystko ok. Także idziemy na ten posterunek policji. Ach, toaleta. Sikać mu się nie chce chyba? Nie. Dobra. Okej.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
Do mojego gabinetu?
Right. I'll see you.
Gdzie jest mój gabinet, kurde?
Adam Jensen, please report to your office.
No przecież idę.
Adam Jensen?
Mamma mia. Nie. Kurde. Sorki, jeszcze raz. To muszę mieć na drugim piętrze mój gabinet.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
Best thing that's happened in this company all year.
No kidding. General O'Neill would have canceled all our military contracts if anyone got a look at it.
Posłuchamy, co mówią.
O'Neill would be the least of our problems.
What do you mean?
Think about it, Calvin. The Typhoon is a suicide terrorist's dream. Imagine if Picus found out our own government requested it.
Right.
Adam Jensen, please
Well,
report to
lucky
your
for
office.
us, Jensen was there to
Adam
recover.
Jensen?
Dobra, skończyli dyskutować. Tu chyba jest mój gabinet. No to wychodzi. Nie, tu jest raczej kibel. Nie, chyba. Nieraz w ubikacji też możemy znaleźć
Adam Jensen,
różne
please report to
ciekawe
your
przedmioty,
office. Adam
które nam
Jensen?
się przydadzą w przyszłości. Już kurde, gdzie jest ten mój gabinet? Ach, tu. Dobra. Zamkniemy za sobą drzwi. Mamy jakiegoś gościa.
Jensen, remember me? No, that sounds too desperate. Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
Dobra, odnośnie.
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
Neuropozyne. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You need a Casey aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
Szczegóły misji. Zadanie.
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
Zobaczymy, co mi da.
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you. Jeez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
Dobra, pomożemy mu, czemu nie?
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
Dobra. Tylko najpierw chyba pójdę na ten posterunek policji, później zajmę się nim. Jego sprawą. Tak jakby to było, tak jakbym miał to zrobić po kolei, no. Dobra, tutaj mam tylko podgląd z kamer. Trzeci poziom bezpieczeństwa, kurde. Nie mam tyle tych... jeszcze tej umiejętności tego. No tutaj normalnie powinienem mieć hasła do tych komputerów. Jakie tam było hasło, kurde? Mandark. O, wiecie co, ja sobie naskrobię to hasło, bo inaczej ja go nie zapamiętam. Taką mam sklerozę. Dobra. Teraz się spróbujemy tam dostać do tego komputera, zobaczymy co tam ciekawego takiego jest. 1364 to też normalnie nam się przydać powinno. Nie pamiętam, czy mi się tu zapisze, czy nie, także wolę to sobie spisać na kartce. No. Następny kod. Zobaczymy. Może kiedyś mi się one przydadzą. Pracuję w biurze 23, dobra. Okej. Wino też się może przydać. Dobra. Nic tu więcej na razie nie znajdziemy ciekawego. Zamknąć drzwi. Tu jeszcze tą toaletę sprawdzę. Nieraz znajdziemy tu. Tym razem chyba nic nie znalazłem. Nic mi się nie udało znaleźć, no to jak się nic nie udało znaleźć, no to się nic nie udało znaleźć, to idziemy dalej. Ale kiedyś właśnie mi się wydaje, że w takich toaletach, w takich drzwiach, znaczy w takich kabinach, no to kiedyś znalazłem właśnie takie coś tam. Kody do niektórych mieszkań i tak dalej. Ale nie wiem, czy to było na tym piętrze, bo na dole na pierwszym piętrze, bo jestem na drugim piętrze, a na pierwszym piętrze też są toalety. Ale dobra. Idziemy na ten posterunek zobaczyć.
This whole thing just brings back bad memories. I love working here, but it's hard knowing that at any second...
God, I can't talk about it. What if another bunch of radicals burst through the door like right now and start shooting?
I know. It's so awful. Because you'd be the first to... I mean, you'd be...
I'd be the first to what?
Nothing. Forget it.
Dobra. Nie będę z nią rozmawiał. Chyba, że krótko.
Adam, I heard you left behind quite a mess at the manufacturing plant tonight. Have you ever considered anger management seminars?
Mr. Jensen! Oh, everyone's talking about what a great job you did saving the hostages. You're a real hero, sir.
Dzięki.
Can I help you find something?
Nie no, nic mi nie potrzebne.
Thanks, I'll find my way.
Of course. Have a good evening, sir.
Dobra.
The objective screen details your current missions and objectives. In here, you can find extra information that may help you better understand what needs to be done. Missions can be activated or deactivated, depending on if you want them to appear in your radar or not. Deactivated missions can still be completed.
Dobra, okej.
Mrs. Reed?
Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
Nie wiem. Razy chyba nie był ratowanie mu życia, nie? To myślę, że optymizm.
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. I can see why she loved you. Not even that degree of mechanical modification could change what she saw in you. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
No muszę wiedzieć, o co chodzi, nie? Nagroda? Nie no, nagroda nie będziemy. Dobra, no.
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself.
Nie będę od matki brał
I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
No dobra, to mamy 2 zadania poboczne i jedno główne. To najpierw ten, gdzie jest ta mapa. Mapa. Tu jesteśmy. A musimy... Tu jest posterunek policji bodajże. Nie. To jest to, co mamy zrobić z tą taśmą. Gdzie jest? Gdzie jest? Ach, tu jest komisariat. No tu mamy praktycznie po bloku. To jakbyśmy zaczęli sobie od zadań pobocznych, bo mam po drodze. Nie? Zanim doszedłem do komisariatu. No to spróbujemy. Od tego zacznę. Jak to się kurde... Ja tu mam jakieś ten praxis 1, dobra. Mogę coś sobie ulepszyć? Koszt aktywacji 1. Co to jest radar? To? Koszt aktywacji, koszt ulepszenia 0, znaczy 1. Zastosowanie możliwe, aby odnowienie połączeń bez obawy zostaną podsłuchane. Ale ja tego nie mogę, chyba. No dobra, ale w końcu mam, czy nie mam? No mam jeden punkcik tego. Nie rozumiem, dlaczego ja tego nie mogę zrobić, zastosować. Tu jest kup. Koszt aktywacji 2. Ja mam 1. Czyli... No ale dlaczego nie mogę tego kupić? Ach, nie wiem. A może ja mam to już wykupione. Chyba mam to już wykupione. Chyba. No to nic nie mogę chyba zrobić. Tu mogę. No tutaj. Może to zakupimy. Dobra. To będziemy się mogli włamywać do tych portali. Z drugim stopniem zabezpieczenia. Teraz tak. Jak ja mam tutaj jeszcze chciałem... Aktywna misja. To jest... Dobra. To teraz na razie zrobimy nieaktywne. Tylko zrobimy to mapę, żeby nam się nie mieszało po prostu. I teraz pójdziemy sobie... No tutaj. Nie mogę do tego... Kurde. Jak to się oddalało? To najpierw klinikę musiałbym zrobić. A, tak to się wyglądało. No to mamy to. Dobra, okej. To chyba jakoś tak muszę iść.
You believe it? We had the place surrounded, and we were ordered to hang back. Since when do we take orders from David Sarif? Maybe there was some hazardous material they were worried about. More like there was something illegal in there that they wanted the rent-a-cop to get rid of. We should have never let that guy in. I thought Jensen did okay. He helped save the hostages. He got lucky.
Wcale nie miałem farta.
really have anything against it. I just think it's disgusting. I mean, grafting metal into your skin? Yuck.
I guess you don't have any tattoos.
It's not the same. You don't need to take drugs for the rest of your life when you have a tattoo.
Well, I think what you do to your body is up to you.
Yeah? Well, when everybody's done doing what they want, what happens to people like us who refuse to become machines? We become the weaker species, that's what. And the next thing you know, we'll be the ones living in derelict Rome.
Wow, you really don't have an opinion on
Well, shit, if it ain't the captain himself. Mr. Seraph done fixed you up good, ain't he? Give you new set of glasses and everything. Damn.
How you doing, Letitia?
Didn't think I'd see you walking this boulevard anytime soon, that's for sure. Not after what happened 6 months ago. People said you's down for the count.
People tend to underestimate me.
You and me both, Captain. You and me both. You got any credits you could spare?
Może jakieś info?
How about you give me some information, and then we'll see.
Oh, damn, Captain. You ain't no cop no more. Why you gotta insist on using them rules?
Because it's my money this time, not the department's. You want it, you better give me something that's worth it.
Yeah, I guess. So what you wanna know?
Wszystko najlepiej.
You've always had a good feel for this city, Tish. What's the mood on the street these days?
Oh, things ain't looking good, Captain. People losing their jobs, their homes, locking everything they's own into those garage door storage units around town, hoping nobody breaks in and steals stuff. Mr. Seraph gonna save us? He better do it soon.
Or what?
Not sure. Just feels like this whole city's waiting to explode, especially in the alleys behind the gas station. Most of the time, you's fine walking there, long as you don't cause no trouble. But you do something wrong, well, cops and punks both trigger happy these days.
I might need to do a little trespassing soon. Maybe get inside some places where I'd rather not be seen going in.
You being kind of vague, Captain, but maybe it's best I don't know the specifics.
You got that right.
What I do know, though, is that most people tend to look down, not up. And even when looking down, they don't necessarily think about what's under their feet. If a person ain't too squeamish about getting dirty, they might be able to get inside one of the more sensitive areas in the city. Especially if they arm themselves ahead of time with the right information.
Dobra, zapłacę jej 500.
Interesting thing about the sewers in the city, Captain. Some of them pass right under the police station, but that don't stop some people from hiding things down there.
What kind of things?
I'm not sure, but a bunch of them walls been patched over pretty quick. Man like you might be able to find out why. Especially if he's fixed up with some of the magic eyes that sees through stuff. Mr. Seraph has to make eyes like that, don't you think? Interesting thing about the sewers in the city, Captain. Some of them pass right under the police station, but that don't stop some people from hiding things down there.
What kind of things?
I'm not sure, but a bunch of them walls been patched up.
It's been a while since I walked the beat. Where would a less than exemplary citizen go these days if he needed to acquire some unlicensed firepower?
Well now, I hear there might be a gun seller or two around town. But an adventuring man, especially one fixed with some of that fancy techno-limbs Mr. Seraph makes, he might be able to acquire a few more if he's willing to go the extra mile.
Dobra, okej. Nie będę jej płacił za dużo, no bo sam nie będę miał. Ale piwo możemy jej
Here.
dostać.
It's not credits, but
Mighty kind, Captain. Mighty kind.
I think I've got all the information I need right now, Tish. Maybe next time.
I'll be right here waiting for you, Captain.
Nie, tutaj raczej nigdzie nie przejdziemy. Broni też za bardzo nie chcę kupować. Chociaż zobaczymy, co tu masz.
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips.
Mina. Dobra. Do sprzedania to ja też chyba za bardzo nie mam czego sprzedawać. Dobra.
Always a
Wiemy,
pleasure.
Wiemy gdzie, jak co. Jakby broń trzeba było mi kupić. O, dobra. Ja dalej nie wiem, gdzie ja mam iść teraz. Znaczy... Wiem, gdzie mam iść, tylko nie wiem, gdzie on mnie kieruje dokładnie. Na klinikę, czyli na ten żółty. Dobra, no to idziemy na klinikę.
I, for one, approve of these protests. These Lim people are drug pushers. Someone is getting rich while the rest of us are suffering.
I wouldn't know about those things. All I know is that this violence doesn't serve anyone.
Well, I guess the question now becomes, will the pro-human groups retaliate when Bill Taggart gets here?
He's that Humanity Front guy, right?
He's speaking at the convention center in a few days.
Ugh, that's gonna be a day from hell.
Mr. Jensen, David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be on neuropozyne shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to Lim in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuroenhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
Dr. LeBlanc, code blue. Dr. LeBlanc, code blue.
Zobaczymy, co my tu mamy. Amunicja Typhoon. to jest 5000. No dobra, możemy kupić to.
Very well, Mr. Jensen. Use it in good health.
To zobaczymy, czy co my tu możemy teraz zamontować sobie. O kurde, tylko jeden? To weź się opłacało za 5000. Nie ma co. To przynajmniej to zrobimy już. Będziemy mieli...
Dr. Teasdale to X-ray.
Dobra.
Dr. Teasdale to
Teraz
X-ray.
idziemy tu. Ale jeszcze zobaczę sobie ten szpital, tę klinikę.
I've never been under anesthesia before. Is it true they stop your heart and the machine does your breathing?
More or less. I know it sounds a little hair-raising, but we do it every day, several times over. It's a very safe procedure.
Will I feel any pain or anything?
It gets done through your IV needle. You'll be asked to count backwards, and the next thing you know, you'll be opening your eyes and the procedure will be over.
Wow. Will I dream?
Not while you're under, but you might afterward as you wake up.
Tu raczej nie wejdziemy nigdzie. Dobra.
If you're here for some work, please go to the counters.
Okej, doktor. Tu możemy zobaczyć sobie salę operacyjną. Bucha. O! Dobra. Tu już też nic ciekawego nie ma. To się może przydać. No, mamy 50 minut już nagrania. Kurde, jak to zleciało. Kurde, jak się fajnie gra, to i czas szybko zapierdziela. No ale to nic, za tydzień się znowu spotkamy, nie? Co to? Jeszcze 10 minut, no góra 15, będziemy się żegnać na ten tydzień.
I wanted 5, but I only found 3. I'll be there.
Właśnie takie e-booki można czytać, one nieraz sprzedają nam informacje ciekawe, a nieraz zwykłe to są bzdury, no. Mało pożyteczne informacje, no. Tak.
Wow. Sorry, I was just looking at that scar on your head.
You've got to look at augmentation surgery as an investment.
Getting Augs is the way to go, man. How are you gonna defend yourself in today's world without Augs?
To OR. Dr. Chepkowski
Nice
to
jacket.
OR.
I bet you're hiding some real cutting-edge enhancements under it, aren't you?
Dobra, to idziemy do ten... Gdzie to teraz mamy iść? Chyba na ten posterunek.
Protesting is not against the law.
I know that, officer. But some of those guys were carrying tire irons and setting garbage cans on fire.
And those were the ones we arrested. The rest were merely exercising their right to free speech.
What about my right to come to work each day without fearing for my life? I've still got to walk home tonight.
I understand your concern. But if you want round-the-clock protection, I suggest you hire a private security company. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something.
Go on in. We're still open.
People see conspiracies everywhere. They're saying that Lim's personal catalogs mean some people get preferential treatment. Please.
Adam, are you finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's got to be another entrance on the side of the building.
Ciekawe, co znajdę, że jeszcze tu nie byłem. O, poziom bezpieczeństwa 4, no to kurde, mogę zapomnieć na razie. Chociaż mogę spróbować, ale wątpię, żeby mi się to udało. No nawet nie wpuści mnie. Czyli nie mogę nic spróbować. Dobra. To idziemy. Tu wiem, muszę teraz do tego detektywa. Okej. Musimy iść. Tu będzie gdzieś tutaj.
Grayson hooked me up with some real tight merch. Those Ugg lovers get in my face now, I'm ready to pop.
Grayson? Where he at these days?
Yo, where you been, man? He been running shit through that abandoned gas station for weeks.
Oh, word? I wanted to get some upgrades for my Zenith 10 mil.
He can hook you up nice, man. If you go, tell him I sent you. I want a discount next time.
Word.
Getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws, cyber fangs and shit. Throw him in the ring.
Dogmentation?
Yeah, word. We should what do you call that? Register.
Spanky?
Patent.
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. Let's copyright that shit. Documentation. Yo, we gotta be rich, man.
O. Sorki, ale powiedziałem sobie Wary.
This city is one big gutter. It always will.
You think this is bad? Wait till the UN passes that legislation thing.
To jest ten blog, ale miałem iść przecież do
Giant
tego.
red line.
That's what I've been saying. David Seraph ain't saved this city.
Nie, nie. Tu muszą. Ten blok to jest później. Najpierw chciałem chyba tutaj teraz. No dokładnie.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in the prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with a storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've seen, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it! Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Seraph case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
That's all I need for now.
Zobaczymy, co tu ciekawego jest w tym bloku. O, chyba nic. Chociaż tutaj możemy wejść. Włamiemy się komuś do mieszkania? Kurde, kurde.
Access denied.
Kurde. Nie, dobra. Dobra, spróbujemy tu się jeszcze raz włamać, a jak nam się nie uda, no to zakończymy tutaj i w przyszłym tygodniu udamy się tam do tamtego innego bloku. A z tamtego bloku pójdziemy na komisariat policji. No i tak to po kolei będzie szło. Ach. Spróbujemy się jeszcze raz tu włamać. Kurde, szybko teraz to poszło.
Access granted.
No. Dobra. Zobaczymy, kto co ma w mieszkanku. Ciekawego, może jakieś ciekawych informacji się dowiemy? Może nie. Cholera nas wie. Za ciekawie to tu nie ma ten ktoś. Łazienka. Fajny prysznic. Może coś tu jest? O, widzicie. Sejfik. Spróbujemy się włamać jeszcze. Ej. Kurde, kurde.
Access denied.
A. Dobra, jeszcze spróbujemy raz. A jak nie, to zakończymy tutaj, bo mnie zaciekawił ten safe. To zaczniemy od safe'u w przyszłym tygodniu. Kurde.
Access denied.
Dobra, wiecie co? Tu się pożegnamy. Ja będę próbował dalej się włamać do tego sejfu. Jak się do niego włamię, to powiem wam na przyszły tydzień, co się stało. No bo po prostu już jest tyle czasu, że chciałbym zakończyć ten film, ten gameplay. Także do następnego. Trzymajcie się ciepło.